guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If it's your first time watching, you're welcome. If it's not your first time watching, you're also welcome. I love you so much. Happy new month. Yeah, happy new month. Welcome to the month of March. Welcome you all to the new month March. Okay, today we are going to do a full face makeup tutorial. We are going to show you how to do your makeup from beginning to end. So stay tuned, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and also share if you like it. Give this video a thumbs up and click on that bell so you get a notification whenever I'm uploading a video. I love you so much. You have that in mind, and happy new month. Let's get started.
So guys, happy new month to all. Yeah, happy new month to all my viewers and subscribers out there watching this video right now. Happy new month, I love you so much. And today we're going to be doing a tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys the tricks and techniques I use, and also some that you're familiar with, and I hope it's helpful to you guys. So today we are going to be starting off with the eyebrows as usual. And first of all, I brush through the eyebrows upwards to give them a natural structure so that they are going to be perfect for lining. And to line, I'm using the Davis number 3 eye pencil. When lining your brows, please follow the exact shape of your eyebrows. That's why perfectly groomed eyebrow is very necessary for this step. Outline the bottom part of the eyebrows and repeat the same process for the top. This time, leave a bit of space from where you started drawing at the lower part of the eyebrows and start a little bit further from the inner corner of the eyebrows. So after that, at this stage is where the lip gloss technique comes in, but I'm not going to be doing that today. This time I'm going to be doing one of my old techniques. So to fill in, start with thicker strokes at the outer part of the eyebrow, and then when approaching the inner part of the eyebrow, use thin hair-like strands going upwards to imitate a natural eyebrow. Like draw thin, very thin strands going up so you can imitate a very natural hair-like structure. So after that, I'm going to take this black eyeliner from MAC Cosmetics, and this is a process that is not really necessary for you, but if you wish to, you can emphasize on the hair-like structures. So you can use any dark eyeliner you have, but I'm going to be using this one I have today, and I'm going to draw lines facing up on the eyebrows, touching the bottom part of the eyebrows only. The lines will not touch the upper part of the eyebrows, so I'm just going to do those lines, just few of them at the inner corner of the eyebrows. Next, I'm going to grab the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn on a flat brush, and then in between those lines that I drew with the black eyeliner, I'm just going to draw some more lines to further emphasize on the hair-like strands on the eyebrows. So you really don't have to do this, but it's just something I find very fascinating, and it gives the eyebrows a more natural look. So I'm going to use the same concealer that I used to add the hair-like structures to clean the eyebrows. Now if you're a beginner and you find it hard to blend in concealer, at this part where I'm pointing at right now, just use your foundation so it's easier for you to blend in afterwards. And then when cleaning up the eyebrows, if you made any mistakes, you can use the concealer to correct that. But if you're okay with the way you drew your eyebrows and you just want to make them clean, don't alter the shape of the eyebrows. So when cleaning with the concealer, drag the concealer downwards and blend it in to avoid any creasage on the eyebrows. To clean the upper parts of the eyebrows, I would recommend you use a foundation, so it's easier for you to blend in later when you're doing the whole face. And be very careful with this step. Don't use too much product when lining the upper part of the eyebrows, and please be very careful so as not to alter the shape of the eyebrows which you already drew like I said earlier, except you want to correct some mistakes, then you can use your foundation or your concealer to clean it up. But if you're okay with the shape of the eyebrows, then just make that brow look decent, you know. After that, you can blend in the remaining products on the face with your brush, or if you won't use a brush, or if you feel like not using your brush, you can use your finger to blend it in, and make sure that blend is very smooth to prevent any harsh lines on your foundation. So moving on to the face, we are going to start with skin prep, and right now I'm using olive oil as a moisturizer. So you can work with any moisturizer that you have available, and I would concentrate this moisturizer on the T-zone area mostly, which is the areas where I just applied my moisturizer right now. Tap it in around that area and then blend with your finger. Massage the moisturizer onto your skin very well. Let it set for some time before you apply your primer. For primer, I use the Aloe Vera Glow Skin Primer, and since the primer is oil based, I mixed it with the moisturizer and applied them together. So after the moisturizer and primer has set, you can move on to foundation, but today I'm not going to be doing foundation just yet. So just add a little bit of touch for the skin prep routine. I'm using the Peaches and Lily Glow Skin Mist to mistify the face a little bit. So after a few minutes of waiting for the whole product to set into the face, you can move on to foundation. And for foundation today, I'm using the Mary Kay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 605. And this pattern of application is kind of new. I would recommend you take only one dab of your foundation on your beauty blender for one side of your face, and do the same for the other side. Then another dab should be enough for your chin and your forehead. But this pattern of application is what I just find fascinating too, as well as the pattern of the eyebrows. So I just used a small brush to apply little product that's going to go around the whole face before blending it in with my beauty blender. For your foundation, make sure you use a foundation that matches your skin tone very perfectly. Use minimal amounts of it, and make sure you use a damp beauty blender. So for blending, tap the beauty blender onto the skin till the foundation blends in smoothly, and don't forget to blend in your neck as well, very important. So after you've blended in your foundation very perfectly and you have a smooth blend, then comes concealer to highlight. So to highlight, use a concealer that's at most 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. The same concealer you use to clean up your eyebrows will be ideal for this step. So I'm using the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and highlights the high points of your face. For me, I highlighted the under eye, which is very important. I highlighted on the forehead just a little bit, on the bridge of the nose, and around the mouth region for a little pop. And then you can go ahead and blend it in using tapping motions and the same damp beauty blender you used earlier. Remember to tap till it blends in very smoothly. Do not drag your beauty blender around, or else it's going to smudge and you're going to have creases all over your face. And for me, I love doing the under eye last so that I can set it in place before we contact any form of creasing. So to set today, I'm going to be using the Kiss Beauty Loose Powder, and I'm going to be setting the areas where I highlighted only. Now you have to do this very quickly and set your face in place so you don't have any creases on your makeup, because you want a very smooth blend here. To set, you can either use a setting powder or a finishing powder, but just make sure you achieve that smooth blend that you're looking for. A little trick to note: when setting, dip the beauty blender into the powder and get rid of any excess by blowing or dusting away, and use that to dab the face. After setting, I just go over the whole face with a finishing powder to kind of blend the whole face in and mattify the areas where I didn't set with the loose powder. And the finishing powder I'm using today is the TM Cosmetics Green Tea Powder in the shade Medium 02. Your neck is also very important as well, so don't forget to blend it in so you don't have a double color situation. So when it comes to contouring, use a powder or contour shades that's 2 shades darker than your skin tone at most, just 2 shades. And when you're contouring, contour the cheekbones, forehead, the jawline and the nose. For the cheekbones, forehead and jawline, use a round fluffy brush to contour, and the technique should be circular motions from down going up for the cheekbones and the jawlines. And then when it comes to forehead contour, if you want your forehead to appear smaller, drag the contour downwards, but if you want your forehead to appear bigger, contour just around your hairline only. Then for the nose contour, use a smaller brush like this one I'm using now, and start from under your eyebrows going down, and then blend it going downwards and vice versa. Don't use too much product for this, or else your nose contour is going to appear very dark, and you wouldn't want that on your nose contour. We want a snatched nose and not a dark nose. Onto the eye portion of this makeup. So we all know that our eyeshadow needs something to stick to, so I'm going to start off with the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, the same one I've been using all through this makeup look as the eyeshadow base. Now apply that all over the eyes and blend it in using a brush, or you can use your finger as an alternative. After you're done blending, then you can start off with the eyeshadow. So before applying any eyeshadow, you have to make sure there are no creases whatsoever on your eyeshadow base. So for the first transitioning shade I'm going for today is this blue from the Gulflower Palette, and I'm going to use that on a fluffy brush at the outer corner of the eyes. So I'm focusing this pigment at the upper lid only, and then blending it all the way towards the inner corner, but I make sure that the color fades as I approach the inner corner of the eyes, so we get that smooth transition from a lesser pigment to a higher pigment. So after that, to prevent any harsh line and to ensure a smooth blend, I'm going to take this orange shade from the Gulflower Palette still, and I'm going to blend just at the edge of that first transitioning shade that we use. So if you're doing this, use a smaller brush and use a very neutral shade. The neutral shades in the eyeshadow palettes are oranges or yellows or any light warm tone shades which you can use to blend in, or except you want to intensify on the first transition shade, you can use a lighter shade of that tone that you used. So blend it in at the edge only, focusing that pigment at the upper lid. Leave your lower lid alone for the main eyeshadow you're going to apply there later on. So if you're a beginner, you can just use shimmer eyeshadow on the cut crease, or if you have hooded eyelids, you can just apply any shimmer of your choice. But today I'm going to be drawing the cut crease, and to do this I'm using a white concealer. Now, while drawing your cut crease, use a flat brush. I would recommend you use the same one you use to clean your eyebrows, or you can use any brush that is somewhat similar to that, and then draw the cut crease to be in proportion to the size of your eyelids. Tap the brush in on the actual shape of your eyelids and then blend it in going downwards. Don't use too much product as well, so your eyeshadow won't have any creases when you apply. So for the actual colors on the eyelids, I'm going to be starting off with this white shade from the Gulflower Palette still, just to brighten up the inner corner of the eyes and make them pop. And I'm using the same flat brush which I used to draw the cut crease. And an advantage of this is the remnant of the concealer on the brush helps the eyeshadow to stick together and stay in place, so it does not move around the eyes. So the main color I'll be using today is this green shimmer shade from the New York Girl palette. And remember to tap in your eyeshadow for maximum pigmentation. Tap in while wiggling your brush around on the eyes for a very pigmented eyeshadow and a smooth blend. Don't drag your brush around the eyes, it's going to smudge and you will have creases on your eyeshadow. After applying the green on the eyes, just at the outer corner of the eyes where I stopped at the cut crease, I'm going to use the excess of that product on the brush and blend in between the blue and the green to prevent any harsh line. Then I use the gold highlighter on the green shimmer eyeshadow just to create an ombre. So for eyeliner today, I'm using this regular liquid liner from MAC, and if you're a beginner, start with just a tiny line as close to your natural lashes as possible before you can graduate to drawing wing eyes. So connect that line all the way to the inner corner of the eyes and keep it very close to your natural lashes as possible. Very important. Today I'm going to be drawing the wing eye because it's going to help me pull this look together. After that, you can just apply mascara or your natural lashes and you're good to go. But today I'm going to be using falsies. So after that, you can just smoke out the under eye with the first transitioning shade that you used. But today I'm going to be using 3 colors. I started off with a brown at the outer corner of the eyes, then I used an orange shade in the middle, and then brightened the inner corner some more with a white silver glitter like shade. Mind you, all these colors I'm using today are from the Gulflower palette except the green, which is from the New York Girl palette. So right now I'm just dusting off the excess fallout from the eyeshadow from the under eye region first, and then I'm going to dust off the setting powder sitting on the whole face. While doing this, I'm going to use the opportunity to blend in the whole face to ensure that smooth blend. So the falsies I'm using today are from Red Cherry number 160, and I use the dual eyelash glue to apply. So fix the lashes and then press it in at the outer corner, the middle and the inner corner of the eyes to make sure your lashes don't fall off, and try as much as possible to keep the lashes as close to your natural lashes as possible. Then you can choose to apply blush if you want. For me personally today, I'm going to be using this pink shade from the Gulflower Palette, and I'm going to blend that at the edge of my contour only. So do this just at the edge of the contour and blend it in very smoothly. To set the whole makeup, I'm using the Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. To highlight today, I'm using the R48 shade from the Professional Beauty Powder Palette, and highlight your cheek, your chin, your nose, and you can choose to do a little bit on the brow bone or above the forehead. For your cheek and chin, use a bigger brush. For your nose and brow bone and your cupid's bow as well, use a smaller brush to highlight, and always use your finger to blend in. Do not forget, use your finger to blend it in. For the lips, I'm just going to do a simple nude since the eyes are bold. So remember, if your eyeshadow is bold, do a nude lip. If your eyeshadow is nude, then you can choose to go for a nude lip still, or you can do a bold lip, because that's the rule. I don't know. So this will be it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I also hope you have learned something from this video as well. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Leave your thoughts, ideas, critics, corrections, recommendations, suggestions, and questions in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them. But don't forget to leave your comments according to community guidelines. You can follow me on my social media handles, which will be placed on the screen at the end of this video. And I'll be seeing you all in my next video. Bye.